Take two.
What's up, YouTube? This is Two Fans, One Octagon. My name is Brandon. This is Johnny. Today, we will be going over UFC Fight Night Dolidze versus Imanov. Um, you know, all right card overall. Not super excited for it, but we'll watch it. Starting with the main event, Johnny, take us away.
All right, as we were saying earlier,
Yep.
I got Nasruddin Imavov, and I think it's going to be a really pretty easy fight. He's going to cruise during this fight. He is way better in the stand-up. He is so much cleaner than Dolidze in the stand-up. Dolidze is wild, but he is wild, unorthodox, but not in a good way.
So I think it's
It's
gonna play in a good way this fight.
I guess we'll see. Like he threw bombs against Vittori, but Vittori just went up against the cage, put his guard up, and blocked them all. Yeah, and Vittori can't counter. So I think Imavov eats this dude alive. The only thing that I'll give Dolidze is he's got some pretty slick subs. What he got Hermanson with was disgusting. Getting him in like that weird fucking leg lock thing, and then I think it was a TKO victory for him. But I just think Dolidze, just his stand up is so bad, and it's not like he's a wrestler. He is just a submission guy. His wrestling is kind of pathetic, and Imavov is decent at wrestling and grappling.
Yeah,
I just
feel
think
like he's
Imavov's
more well-rounded for sure.
100%. I just think that Imavov is going to cruise in this fight because of how good he looked against Chris Curtis too. I got Imavov.
Chris Curtis is a bad person to make judgments off of, though. You know, he's either
Yeah,
looks pretty good or really bad.
but he works his way back into the fight eventually, and but he
Most of
never
the
did
time.
really against Nasruddin. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going Dolidze. I think he catches him with one of those weird strikes, gets into like on the ground, and then gets a sub or just follows it up with TKO type stoppage, just ground and pound. Not too much to say. We do have a bet on this. Loser buys the other person a pitcher just for everyone watching. So stay tuned. I will be getting a
A
free
pit,
pitcher.
a pitcher of
Um,
what though?
whatever you want, man.
Man, Stella Artois.
That's fine.
Like that pricey shit. You probably want Keystone.
Nah, we'll see. Blue Moon, most likely. All
Blue
right,
Moon.
going to the next fight, we
Coors Light.
have Renato Moicano versus the Crimson Chin, Drew Dober. I like Drew Dober a lot. I really like watching him fight. It's not going the distance with him. Ton of knockdowns. He's been knocked down quite a bit as well. Um, with all that being said, I do like Renato Moicano. His podcast is hilarious. Um, the parts I can understand. Um, he's also very well rounded. Will fight anyone. Taking some short notice fights. They both had time to prepare for this one. If it goes to the ground, though, I'm worried for Dover.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't think it's going there. Give me Drew Dover.
Yeah, I would say that
First round.
Hanato's definitely got a chin that is a tiny bit suspect, but I think that in his last fight, which I think was like, if you could look that up, I think it's like 2 years ago against Brad Riddell.
Yeah.
Brad Riddell is
2022.
actually 2022, 2 years ago. Brad Riddell is a pretty fucking good striker. He is I think like a Muay Thai kickboxer in Thailand coach.
Yeah.
And Renato dusted this dude and subbed him. Now, maybe a 2-year layoff might be a little long. Maybe he comes back a little worse.
Yeah,
maybe he was dealing with an injury.
Ring rust.
But for me, just so far in the year, like a 2-year layoff, I think that it's pretty fucking good for these fighters to just chill out, rest the injuries, recover. And he trains
for sure.
He trains at ATT in Florida, I believe. And I just think Renato, other than Drew Dober having a puncher's chance, he's got him beat everywhere.
Yeah.
I think Moicano should take this motherfucker down and sub him fairly quickly. But Drew's got pretty decent sub defense. But
yeah, he's definitely gotten better at that.
Drew is just for me. He's like a rock'em sock'em robot,
Oh,
kind of like
that's
boxer.
100% what he is.
Hmm. So I'm gonna go with Renato Moicano, but I
Alright.
love Drew Dober.
We have no That just shows you this fight card, right? 2 fights down, we're both different on both fights. Okay, moving on, I bet you we are the same on this one, though, but go ahead.
You think?
I think so.
I don't know. For me, I'm gonna pick Randy Brown,
Okay,
but
same.
there is a world where I do see Muslim Salikov just because Randy Brown is one of those punchers that stays at range,
Mhm.
tries to use his length, tries to fucking throw a jab here and there and try to win on points. Where Muslim Salikov wins a split decision. There is a world where I see that, where Muslim just stays at range, throws some spinning, fancy shit kicks,
The range, though,
decent
in this
hands.
fight is ridiculous. 8-inch
Yeah,
reach.
but if you're not pushing the pace, remember it's your boy Nicholas Dalby beat Muslim his last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just outworked him, and Muslim got gassed in the second round. And if Randy Brown doesn't try to outwork him, this is gonna be a close fucking fight in my eyes.
I agree with that because I don't really see. I can see Muslim not being finished.
Right. Mhm.
So yeah, I agree. He just needs to keep pointing. But I definitely do see Randy Brown winning. I think that reach is just. Okay, Randy
Yeah.
Brown is pretty slick. Plus, you give him an 8-inch reach. That's just a lot to overcome. I have to go
Yeah.
Randy Brown on this one. It might be.
So
I
do I.
think I would do like a double chance knockout decision.
If it was me,
But geez Louise, I don't know
put
where
a
this is going.
put, put a tiny bit on the fight to end split decision, and I bet those odds are pretty insane.
No, I would do that. I'm leaning towards that way, honestly.
Hmm.
If anything,
That's just my
I
thought.
think it's going to be a TKO opposed to a flush knockout.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Okay,
know. Right?
I'll give you this one.
Ooh,
I'll give you this one.
Natalia.
I know this is you.
Mhm.
Going on, next fight, women's flyweight bout. We have Viviana Aro versus
Arajo.
Araujo, sorry, versus
Arajo.
Natalia Silva. Go ahead, Johnny.
You fucking white boy. But anyways,
I'm white boy.
Natal. I'm half white, but mostly Latino. So eat
Guatemala.
that dick. I got, dude, Natalia Silva for me is actually pretty fucking good. And I think that she could be fighting for the title very soon. She actually has power. She actually has good boxing. She's a little bit, she leaves herself open sometimes, but she has got very fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Slick and fucking hard punches. Like rarely do you find that in women that size that can throw that hard with bad intentions. And I think that Natalia Silva probably, I hope she gets a finish, and I would bet that she gets a finish. But Vivian Araujo, I think I don't know. I think Natalia Silva's got this all day. Just parlay her with something.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. Natalia Silva, give me her. But what I have pulled up is my means for concern. Very
Yeah.
close fight versus Grasso. I did rewatch this one recently. She did lose, but it was close. Took her to the decision. That's aged very well. Then you go and lose to Rebus. That's not great. Rebus is good, but compared to like what she's sandwiched in between right now, then she goes back and wins another decision by Maya. I don't really
I can't
see.
see. Is that Rebos? Is that a unanimous decision she lost?
I can look real quick.
What does that say?
Yeah, unanimous. Look at
Oh, unanimous.
You can look at
So
this
she
domination.
hasn't really been finished,
No,
which raises concern.
exactly. So that's kind of what I'm at. I still have Silva, but I think Vivian's actually pretty good herself. I think this will actually be a very good women's UFC bout. But I am
She's
leaning
good.
towards Natalia Silva as well. Like you said, I think she could be in that title mix. I think she's really good. Give me her as well. What are the odds on this one? Minus
Yeah,
340.
if Araujo had finishing,
Exactly.
but she doesn't.
She doesn't. She
Mhm.
can outpoint, but yeah, give me Silva as well.
Mhm.
Moving on, we
Oh
have
shit.
middleweight belt versus Ali. Okay, go ahead and pronounce these names, man.
Alishkab Kazarev and Mahmoud Muradov.
I could have done the second one, but here we go. We have undefeated guy on the left in the red versus Miradov in the blue on the right. Um, interesting fight. Um, I'm leaning towards the favorite here. Ali
Fuck yeah.
Skabab. He's
Mhm.
insane. He's really good. I think he's good everywhere.
He's Russian.
Yeah, that's all Russian. Usually, if they have this type of beard, if they have a beard, no mustache, and they're from Russia,
I have
it
that type of beard.
never hurts to put $5 on them. Just throwing that
Look at
out
that.
there. Let's go to
I got that beard, boy.
you ain't Russia. I would bet against you all day long.
I could compete with Khabib.
Okay, so his
Just give
last
me a
fight,
year.
we talked. It was Tululin in 2022. I don't know what anyone thinks about Tululin other than he's just not good. He can take shots, but he's just not very good.
True.
So it's hard when that's his only fight in the UFC to go with him, but
Mhm.
he looks dominant if you go back and watch his fights previous. Um, I like him. I'm going with him. Nothing against Miradov. Like, we can click him right now as well. I just, the Russians are taking over, man.
Mhm.
This guy, he lost to Mearshart. He lost to Boralho, which I am pretty high on Boralho. I think he's pretty good. He did
Right.
beat Barberena, but Barberena, first off, I don't know if he does. It doesn't appear as if he trains as hard as most people. Just judging off body. I know we shouldn't body shame on this channel, but come on now. He does not look like a professional athlete.
He's a flubster.
He is a flubster, and he gets wins off some hitting hard. I don't think that's a great win. Then he lost to Mearshart. He lost to Baralho. Let's see. And then the other guys, not big names. I'm leaning towards the favorite. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts are not even leaning towards the favorite. I'm heavy towards the favorite,
I'm
but I
not
wouldn't
putting
be
money on it.
surprised.
Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly. I wouldn't put money on it just because he hasn't fought anybody. He only fought Tululin, and obviously, but this guy, dude, they call him the fucking chubby Khabib because he just straight up wrestles, and he dives for takedowns, and he dives for fucking a leg to get the control and bring you down. And for me,
Unfortunately, that wins fights. You can shoot like we've talked about this before, but the Merab Peter Yan fight, he literally won by shooting takedowns nonstop and getting just a
yeah,
small
failing,
handful.
yeah. For me, this is just my hatred to Muradov because he fucking pieces up Gerald Mearshart in the first round. I mean, bad. Has him almost finished literally like 3 times. And then gasses out and gets choked out. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? And then I bet on him to fucking finish. What's the last guy he fought?
Arena.
Barberena, Brian Barberena. And it's like, dude, he has him hurt twice. And then he just decides to wrestle for no reason and hold him down. I know Muradov is probably a fucking like a favorite in terms of like people are picking him as an underdog, but
Probably.
I think Alish Kebab is going to take his ass down. This guy's
Even
from
if he doesn't
Uzbekistan,
get
but
a submission the first round, he might take all of his gas tank.
I don't think he grew up in Uzbekistan. I think he grew up in like a Western country, but I'm picking the Russian, and I think that, I mean, to be honest, I don't want to bet it, but I'm definitely, get a couple drinks in me. I'll put money on him for sure.
I am.
I just think a
Not
wrestler to
fair,
take down this guy. This guy got taken down by Cal Barajo, who I like him too, but like, is he a fucking wrestler? No, he's a fucking jujitsu nerd,
Yeah.
grappler.
Hey,
This
for
guy's a
all
pure wrestler.
he can mix it up.
No, I like him. He's good, and he definitely seems like he's like cerebral in the
Yeah.
ring. But bro, come on, that's not anything you're gonna touch a Russian wrestler with.
I agree. All right, Johnny, you got this one. Welterweight bout. Gilbert Urbina, Charles Radke. No odds posted. What are your thoughts?
To be honest, I saw Radke's last fight against Blood Diamond. Holy fuck, that was awful, boring.
Blood Diamond
And then he's
70.
bro, and he has the audacity to talk shit to the crowd for booing him when, like, bro, you were brought into that fight to have a banger and actually push the pace and throw heat, and he does nothing. He just holds him against the cage because he knows this guy's a kickboxer who can't wrestle. But Gilbert Urbina, I'm just not. Can you go to his fights? I'm not sure. I've definitely watched him, but I don't have a strong opinion of the guy.
Lost the battle and then beat Koski. But Battle's I actually think Battle's pretty good too, so I don't think that's a bad loss.
I'm pretty fucking high on Brian Battle. I think
Me
that
as
other
well.
than like
I think he might
Renat,
be the best tough guy we have right now.
he's awkwardly good. But Orion Koski is awful. But beating him, what does it say he beat him by?
Who?
Urbina. Did he beat Koski by?
2 minutes and 55 in round 2.
I do like that. And I do like that. I gotta go with Urbina. I like Radke just because the shit he talked after that fight, but man, just fucking going to a decision with Blood Diamond is fucking terrible, man. I would never bet on this fight though.
Yeah, I'm definitely not betting on this fight. Give me Radke just out of pure, I don't know, gut feeling.
I loved his interview though afterwards, where he just said "fuck you" to the crowd.
Yeah, no, I do too. That's kind of why I kind of just like him. That's kind of why I'm leaning this way. I do think Urbina is good. I like Kosuke, who he beat. I think he's pretty good. Battle he lost to, it was close until it wasn't. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I like you said as well. We both like Brian Battle, so I don't think it's that bad of a. I think it's a good loss if you're gonna characterize losses. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, give me Charles Radke. Moving on, prelims. Molly McCann.
Please take this away.
Diana Belbita. One of my girls right there. With that being said, I don't think she's winning. I don't think either of these girls are good. But I do think Molly McCann will do more damage. Do I see this going to decision? I do. Do I see myself maybe making food or something during this? I do. I don't know. I'm not too excited. I might watch Diana walk out because the little eye candy going into the fight. But after that, might make some food. Watch the decision. Give me Molly McCann decision.
I'm good. I'm gonna skip this fight and probably watch like more prediction videos and try to get some good bets. But to me,
on the same page.
Diana Belbita has pillow hands. Even though she's got decent hands, they're fucking pillow hands. And if she doesn't take Molly McCann down or try to, Molly McCann's gonna just get in the pocket and throw heat and probably finish this fight unless she threatens a takedown, which I think she might have took down her last fight, the Polish chick, the old chick. I forgot her name.
Oh yes, what was her name?
And I bet on Diana Belbita in that fight, but
So
fucking
Cowell Kiwix.
Oh, come on, it's Carolina Kovalchik.
There's no way that's what that is. Look at this name. There's no way you pronounce it that way. Zaychek? This is like Kowalt QX. I don't know. I might have lost Johnny as well. Let's see. Yep, Johnny is gone. I'm adding him back now, everyone. All right, what's up, Johnny? What happened?
You see me?
Yep.
Yeah, I was out for a second.
Yeah. Kowalkiewicz. I'm so bad with pronunciations. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll get better. Practice makes
Carolina
perfect, right?
Kovalchuk, which fuck.
Right? This one's impossible. This is not our fault. This is just a hard name. Okay, but going back.
Kovalkiewicz.
Ooh, that sounded professional. That sounded good. All right, so
I've
we're
heard
in
it before,
agreement on
but
Molly McCann. We can move on.
yeah, the only thing. Sorry, I just have a
Go ahead.
bad history with Molly. I have a bad history with Molly McCann and fucking her shitting the bed against Julia Storyolenko, who's on this card. She's so pathetic in the ground, but I think that she should walk through Diana Belbita in the stand-up if she's just aggressive.
I don't think she'll walk through her, but I think she'll win. I don't think either of these ladies can walk through me with my hands tied behind my back. But moving on.
That's the thing is I think Molly McCann has pretty good stand-up.
She's creative.
Just literally the shittiest ground game.
For women. Like 2 back-to-back spinning elbows is ridiculous. I don't care the level of competition. That was impressive. But then she gets all this hype and then just cannot capitalize on it. That's why, like you said, it's hard to really get behind her when, the Stolarenko one, that one was bad.
I think it was known. It was just like I knew better. But
makes sense. Blanchfield's good.
I knew she didn't have a ground game. I fucking knew it, but I wanted to back her because she had hype, and when she is confident in a stand-up game and someone's standing with her, she's pretty fucking good. But
and Molly McCann desperately needs this one coming off 2 losses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty. I actually am probably going to bet money on this one for Molly McCann in a little parlay. I also have
you motherfucker.
I still might not watch it, but I'm going to put money on it. All right, next fight. Flyweight bout. Excuse me. Azat Maksum versus Charles Johnson. Go ahead, Johnny. This is yours.
Or Azat Maksum is part of my parlay with Natalia Silva, and I'm debating whether to throw Imanov in there. But I am so confident that Azat beats Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson is so bad when you can take him down. Dude, this fucking guy he didn't even get up his last fight. He can get up, but didn't get up his last fight. And he's just I thought he was a cardio guy. No, he was gassed the fuck out in his last fight in the 3rd round. I just think Azat, even though his last fight was close with Tyson Nam is fucking good.
He is good.
That guy is actually good as fuck.
I agree too. I was actually gonna, when it was my turn, click on him and use that as an example.
And people think Tyson Nam won. For me, I had Azat winning just based off more.
I thought it was very, very close.
Yeah, was it a unanimous or split? Split? Yeah, it was a split for sure. I bet on Nam, so I wanted him to win, but I could see why Maxim won that fight. I just think he was busier.
Me as well.
I think Maxim can beat Charles Johnson everywhere. Not that this guy's got insane power or finishing ability, but Charles Johnson's just so fucking trash. He's going to get cut after this fight. They just needed a guy to give the Azat.
I agree, especially with that last thing you said, that they're kind of probably using this to finish off Charles Johnson, because let's pull up Charles Johnson right now. All right. Last fight, lost to Estevan. Fight before that, lost to Durden. Fight before that, lost to Osborne. Then he did beat
all decent guys. Flick's awful.
Yep. He did beat Zumagulov.
Zumagulov beat him.
Yeah, I know. That was a bad decision. And then, lost to Makayev at the end.
Yeah, dominated.
Decision. 3 in a row. He's gonna, but with that being said, I know you said he beats him everywhere, which I do agree with, but he needs to be careful getting too comfortable on his feet.
Dude, Charles doesn't have any power. This guy fucking pitter patters.
All it takes is just a clean shot, desperation. I'm just
Dude,
saying. I'm not.
if Tyson Nam can't
That's
knock you out,
that's the only way I can see that. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, okay? That's the only way I see Osop losing is he gets too comfortable, stays in, takes a huge shot, and then gets some follow-up shots after. I don't
no
see it
way.
happening. I have odds on as well. Give me submission.
This
Uh,
kid's clean. I like him.
yep, I do too. All right,
The odds
moving
only minus
on.
192.
Yeah. It's closer
That's
than I
insane
thought
to
it
me.
would be.
That is insane to me.
Going on to the welterweight bout, we have Thimba Gorimbo versus Pete Rodriguez. Both coming off wins. Um, I'm going Thimba here. I think he can fend off the takedowns. Kind of like what I said earlier. We got 6-inch reach here with a 4-inch leg reach, 3 inches height. I think he can outpoint him. I think it can hit him hard. I could see this going to a decision as well, Thimba's way. Maybe 2 rounds to 1. I just think the size, the striking, I think will keep him at range, fend off a couple shots here and there. Yep, give me Thimba. You?
Yeah, for this fight, I know that I don't know if you heard, but Themba was that guy that The Rock bought a house for
I
because he
did, yeah.
tweeted at him.
I should have mentioned that, but yep.
And
Fully focused on training now.
Pete, I forgot what his name was his last fight, but the guy that he last fought literally fought
Look it up.
he fought the wrestler dude.
Jackson.
I think it's Mike Jackson.
I don't know his first name, honestly.
I forgot his first
So he
name, but
lost to JDM, and then he lost to Jack Madalena. Della Madalena.
yeah, which
And then
everyone's gonna lose to Jack Della, but
yeah, exactly.
Jackson was the guy that fought CM Punk, and Pete Rodriguez knocked him out. So like, I don't fucking give you any Mike Jackson. Yeah, I thought so.
Oh my gosh,
I don't give you
right.
any credit for that. But Themba Gorimba,
He beat him by decision too.
I just don't think Themba's that good other than grappling and taking people down.
This will be a good chance where he, fully focused on training, see if he has made improvements. I have a feeling he did. He has. He doesn't have to work a job now. And on top of UFC, obviously. But I don't know, man. I think, well, obviously this is gonna be a big test, but I think, it couldn't have hurt.
Me, honestly, I don't like, I know I've seen their last fights, but I don't have a strong enough opinion to say that who's gonna win, because I think Pete can knock him out or Themba could take him down. So if I'm gonna, just by logic standards, I'm gonna have to go with the wrestler who can take him down immediately, but I'm not confident at all.
So you're going Themba?
Themba Gorimba.
Okay, we're on agreement there. Moving on, Johnny, you have featherweight bout. Jong Young Lee versus Blake Builder. Who you got?
Well, if I'm being honest, I've never seen Jiang Young Lee fight,
Just about to say the same thing.
so I'm not gonna
Does he have a
lie.
history? Let me see. He beat Zaw.
Ja.
In a split decision.
Fuck that.
Well, I also don't know of.
But Blake Builder, I did see his last fight, and he did lose to fucking Kyle Nelson, which is pretty bad. If I'm not,
in a unanimous decision, not even split.
But Kyle Nelson is also a guy that his last couple fights, like his last fight against it's like some tall, lanky dude. I forgot his name. He's English from Wolverhampton. He's just a boring fighter now because he's a little bit chinny, so he's being extra cautious when he fights. No, not Padilla. If you go down.
Choi?
No. Loadmore? That one.
Herbert?
Jai Herbert. He fought him. Yeah, that's a fight that I remember.
Portillo. I know he lost him.
he
Sorry.
did. Yeah, he lost. I'm gonna go with the Korean just because I think Blake Builder. I mean, losing to Kyle Nelson that is tough.
Yeah.
I feel like I see him a lot on Instagram though.
Yeah. I'm going Blake Builder for no reason whatsoever, other than I've been hearing his name a lot in media recently,
I'm gonna follow you.
saying he's actually pretty good. I don't know. I'm just taking other people's word, but there's enough people talking about him that gives me reason to believe that is legitimate. So give me Blake Builder, and it sounds like Johnny, you're going with me.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, why not? I don't. I'm not. I'm not betting on that one. Just throwing that out there, everyone.
It's hard to trust the Korean fighters, like
Yeah, they're
with
hit or
the
miss.
the training that they could take. I don't know how actually good they are, but
All right, 3 fights left. Women's flyweight, Luana Carolina versus Julia Storlienko. Um, both coming off wins. We already talked about Julia's last win. Because she was a fighter, Molly McCann, who we already win him. So she beat Petrovic, lost to Wood, and lost to Molly McCann.
mhm.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Lost to Molly McCann. Julia Storienko beat Molly McCann. I know
MMA
she's
math.
10-8. That would make you think I'm gonna go with Julia, but I'm gonna mix it up. Give me Luana. I don't think either of these women are all that great, but I think Luana. Go ahead, Johnny. That's all I have to say about this one.
Honestly, I mean, I do have more to say, but I am also picking Luana just based off the fact that I think Storyalenko is so fucking trash
Thank
if she
you. I
cannot
didn't
get
want to
that
say it.
sub. And for me, being a logical motherfucking person, you
10 and
should
8 is
be
a terrible professional record. That alone,
able to defend the only move that this motherfucker has won every single one of her fights from.
you would
Just
think.
learn to defend the armbar. That's it. But I don't know.
Hey, it took until
Fucking
Brennan Allen to figure out Paul Craig for Pete's sake.
literally, I'm no Albert Einstein, but it seems pretty fucking obvious.
You would
And
think,
Luana
man, but for
Carolina
some
is.
reason it just doesn't happen in UFC. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
Of course, it's not as easy as I say. I get that. But at the same time, it's not like she's a wrestler. She's not a wrestler. I can't even bring up the last fight because I bet on Molly McCann. That was fucking trash.
I did as well.
And I knew better not to. But I for me, my head's just saying Luana Carolina's got decent takedown defense. She's got
Got a little pop
I'm
in the
not going to say
punch.
she doesn't have like amazing punching power, but she's got decent hands for a chick. She can just stay at range and pepper this Julia. I feel like Luana Carolina should win this fight,
As long as
but Julia
Luana doesn't gas
Storyalenko.
herself out and then gets to the ground, I think it should be a pretty easy win for her.
And that's the thing, Julia gasses out. She's older. But I feel like if Luana can stuff the takedowns early, she could literally whoop her ass for 3 rounds and just pepper her. If she doesn't, yeah, that's it.
I agree.
I would never bet on it though, and I'm never betting on it.
Oh no, me either. I don't even want to think about
Fuck
betting on
that.
that. Okay, moving on. Lightweight bout. Landon Quiones, Markel Medeiros. Go ahead, Johnny. Take us away.
For me, I'm gonna be honest. I've definitely seen Landon Quinones fight against oh
His
my
last
god,
fight.
what the fuck is his name?
It's a hard one.
Yeah, Nasrat Hakparast. Yeah,
he's good.
that was a really good fight.
It was.
Hakparast is pretty good. On his day, he's pretty good. And that was one of his days where he was pretty fucking good, throwing some good combos, hitting Quinones, who ate all of his shots and kept a good pace against him. But I just don't know enough against Marquel Medeiros, which is why I don't know. I wouldn't touch this fight ever because Medeiros is the favorite. But can you go to Medeiros? Why do I feel like I've watched this guy too?
It's not gonna pop up anything. It'll just tell
Does it
6
show?
fight win streak, 6 knockouts, 3 first round finishes. I don't. It doesn't really, you know. We has no stats because it is solely UFC.
His fight must have been the Contender Series, though, right?
I would assume so. Honestly,
What's
I
his name?
don't know. Marquel, Marquel, Medeiros.
Yeah,
Medeiros.
I'll pick Quinones. Fuck it.
Yep, I'm going that as well. The only thing I want to add is I am going with Quinones. I do not know Markel, so if you're listening, this is just a biased pick because I don't know Markel, so I can't be subjective. I have seen Landon fight in his last fight. It was a loss, but it was a great fight. He looked good in a loss even. So I feel comfortable picking Landon just because even in his loss, he did look good. So give me Landon. Last fight of the day, we have Thomas Peterson versus Jamal Pogues. Heavyweight bout. 1-0 Thomas Peterson versus 10-4 Jamal Pogues. Debut for Thomas. Coming off a loss for Jamal. I think this is going to be a super boring fight. I think both these guys throw sloppy punches. I think both of them are going to wear themselves out in the first. I think both of these guys are going to hug each other and just try to make it through 3 rounds. So give me a fan loss in 3 rounds.
Yeah, I'm going Thomas Peterson. Other than I just know that he wrestles, and Jamal Pogues is a fucking dude. He looks so fat on the scale. Come on, man.
He's just not good, man. Let's go through his fights.
Dude, losing to Mick Parkin. I like Mick Parkin, but yeah, Parisian. Oh my god, Parisian.
Watch that fight. Oh my gosh.
It
was so bad.
I just don't understand how you are that big. And imagine if you trained where you plant your feet and you throw your fucking hands. This guy doesn't plant his feet. He doesn't throw his hands. It's just like jab, pitter patter. Bro, fucking plant your feet and throw a hook.
I know everyone loves the heavyweight division, but as soon as you get out like the top 10, it's not near as good or competitive as the other like bantamweight, for example. Jeez Louise. I'm not too excited. I'll go Jamal just to be different from you. Give me a Jamal first round knockout. Why not?
All right, my favorite part. Let's do some bets real quick.
Okay, give me a parlay. Okay. Give me Drew Dober knockout. Give me
No. Stop. Let's do a realistic.
Give me him submission. And then I'll make it a 3-er.
Let's not do a crazy odds one. Let's do a realistic one.
I am doing a realistic one.
Drew Dober by KO. Jesus.
Yeah. Duh.
It could happen. But it's fucking
could happen. He has like the most knockouts in the division. And then man. I'm trying to find one where give me odds up. Just throw that on there. Give me that 3. And
You're
if
welcome.
you wanna add another one, because you're feeling a little free scary, throw on Molly as well. And just do money line. Just do money line.
Fuck no, dude.
Belbita. I don't want to. She is not. No, I think it's pretty safe.
Belbita could like take her down, maybe on the off chance, and Molly McCann off her back is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen.
She is, but I don't see Belbita being able to take advantage. Maybe I could be wrong. That's why I said if you're feeling frisky.
Well, I'm not feeling frisky. I'm feeling safe.
Of course you are. You're still gonna lose.
For my parlay, I would only do Natalia Silva, and I do that with Azat against Charles Johnson.
Yep.
That would be my safe parlay. That
All right, guys.
I'm.
If you bet $10 on that, you will make $9. Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go. Nine
You
bucks is
lose a
$9,
dollar.
motherfucker. $9 is $9, motherfucker.
Yeah, but if you
Take what you
bet
can
10,
get.
you lost a dollar.
I don't get,
Math,
bro. You're
bro.
betting on a KO.
This guy went to Rockford University. You gotta you gotta stick with him a little bit. It takes him a little while to start processing
I've
things.
lost enough to learn from my mistakes.
Alright,
You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? I've
I
chased
I hope
props
one day I
before.
learn. I hope
I've
one day.
chased props. It's a losing game. But anyways, carrying on.
Yeah, if you were to add a third to your
If I were to add
safe
a
one.
third and spice it up, I would add the main event. I would add
Okay.
Nasruddin
Now
Imavov.
you're cooking. Now you're cooking, bro.
But that's it. I would add Nasruddin, and I don't know. I feel very confident that Nasruddin is going to not piece him up, but definitely win a comfortable fight against Roman Dolidze.
We will see. We shall
Mhm.
see. Well, everyone, if you made it this far, you enjoyed something about our video, please leave a like, subscribe, tell us what you think, leave some comments below, picking the fighter you think is going to win. I'd love to know who you guys have. We are split on a couple fights, so maybe you guys can break the tie. With that being said, thank you guys for watching.